What's your color? I wanna know. What's your color? I wanna know. What's your color? I wanna know. I wanna know. I wanna know. I wanna know. I could be red, or I could be yellow. I could be blue, or I could be purple. I could be green or pink or black or white. I could be every color you like.
Welcome guys, have you seen the video? You are thinking why the video is played. So from the video we are going to learn something. As you see in a video, the audio is playing in the background. So we will learn how to play an audio in swiftui. Second thing you notice, some text are visible in that. The text are basically the lyrics of that song. So we are going to learn speech recognition. The third one, as you see, the apple color is changing by time. So we are learning how to use a timer in swiftui. Let's begin. First of all, we will create a new project for that. We are going to click on the app, then hit next, and the name should be Apple logo. And the interface should be swiftui and the language should be Swift. And I am clicking on next and I want to save it in the desktop, create. First of all, as you see, there is some audio in the background. So first of all, we write the code to play the audio. We will drag our audio to the bundle. So this is our audio. Now we will write some code to play the music. So I've just renamed this song to music. I will create a new file that will contain some extensions. To play the music, we need a framework called as AV Foundation. Now we will create a global function that can be called from anywhere. So I'm just writing play sound, as this function will take a song name. So I'm writing the parameter sound and it should be string. And the sound can be of different type. It can be MP3 or can any audio type. So I'm just writing type and it should be string. Now the second step is we have to get the sound from our local bundle. So we will write if let path equals bundle dot main dot path for resource. The resource would be the name and the type should be of type. I am taking an audio player reference so that it can play the sound. So I am just writing where audio player is type of AV audio player. I am just assigning this audio player to audio player equals AV audio player content of. As you can see, this is throwing some errors. So I have to write here try. And then I have to create a URL for that path. So I'm writing URL file URL with path and our string path. So as this is try, so we have to write a catch block so that the thrown error we can handle it. Now we have to handle this error here. We can just print the error. Now I got the player and now I want to play the music. Audio player dot play. So we have written a code to play a audio. When this view appears, I just write dot on appear. I will write play sound and the name of sound is music and the type is MP3. So let's run this code. As you can see, the background audio is now playing.
What's your color? I wanna know.
So in our previous videos, as you can see, we create the Apple logo with the color. So I'm just creating a Apple logo, color dot white, and I am masking this with image system named Apple logo, and it should be resizable, and the aspect ratio should be dot fit, and I am giving this frame width 180, height 180. Okay, now I'm just playing the video. As you can see, we get the logo of Apple.
What's your
Now I have to write a code for speech recognition. I created a file called as speech recognition. So for speech recognition, we need a framework called as speech. So I am just creating a new function permission Now there is a class sf speech recognizer dot. First of all, we get the authorization from the user so that the user can authorize and we can recognize all the audios. So we will say request authorization and we get the authorization. We will write auth status. Okay. Then we will check if the user have authorized or not. We just write if auth status equals authorized, else we are simply printing print speech failed. Now I am getting the path of that music file, so I'm just writing if let path equals bundle dot name dot path for resource, and the resource will be music and type is mp3. Now when we get the path, we have to write a function for speech recognition. So I'm just writing new function recognize audio, and there is a URL for that audio. Now we will write let recognizer equals sf speech recognizer, that will recognize our voice. I will write let request equals sf speech URL recognition request. We will pass a URL parameter here and we get that URL. I have to write recognizer dot recognition task recognition request with result handler. We have a request, so I just write request and our request handler that will give us the result. So I have just write result and error. Now we have to check if there are some results or not. So I will write guard let result equals result, else we have to print some error. Then we will write return. So as now we have get the results, so what we are going to do, we just have to get the result. So I just write result dot best transcription dot formatted string. Now this is our result, so I have to pass this result to our view. So for this I have to create a completion. So I'm just writing here completion, and this completion should be of type string. As we get the path in request permission, so I just write recognize audio and we will pass URL file with URL and our path and the completion. So I will call this function from our content view. So I just write completion and it should be string type and we will pass void and just pass completion. Now here we write completion and our speech recognition result. Now I will go to content view and create a text so that I can show the lyrics of this audio. So I just write some string type, right? So as I get the result, I have to show somewhere and show to our users. As in our previous videos, we have learned about state, combine and observable objects. So I'm just writing @state where lyrics is type of string and we are passing lyrics here. So on appear, we are going to write something like request permission, and in this completion we are going to get the results of our audio. So we will write result here. So as you see, it should be the completion should be escaping type because we are escaping the results. So I just write @escaping. So now you get the pop-up to get the recognition.
What's your color?
So I just click on OK.
I wanna know.
Now we are getting the results as the user has give the permission for speech recognition. So I'm just gonna write lyrics equals result. Now I just run the program.
What's your
So
color?
as you see, Now
I
we are
wanna
getting the lyrics of that
know,
audio.
what's your
Okay,
color?
that's fine. Now the next task is to change the color. We are using timer here. We can also change our Apple color via this audio recognition. When I get that title, so I can just compare between these colors and just change the color of that thing. As the color is changing, we have to make this color dot white as a global variable. So I just write where color equals color dot white. The color will replace this one. So as you see in the video, at last there is a multiple color. So I'm just writing the condition for that multicolor. So I'm just write at state where show full color, and it should be of boolean type. Now I'm just writing if show full colors, then I have to do something like that we have done in our previous videos. I'm just removing this spacing. I'm just write vstack. Now there are some colors from our previous videos that are green, yellow, orange, red, purple, and at last it's blue. Now I have to give some frame to this, so I'm just writing dot frame and same property mask. Now at the else case, we have the color, that is color, or we cut this thing and write here. Now I just write a timer for this. Whenever audio will play, we have to find that seconds and just change that color in that second. I will create a timer. Let timer equals timer publish every 0.1 seconds. I don't need this tolerance. I need this in main loop, so I just write main. In the run loop mode should be common, and I don't need these options. And I will write auto connect. It will auto connect the timer and the timer will be start. Now our text and different views have some property called as on receive. I will write on receive. So the publisher should be our timer, and the perform, and we will perform some output here, and it should be timer. Okay. So on receive, I have to do some calculations. Now the count should represent the seconds. So I will create a new variable that is for representing seconds. So I will write count and the value should be 0. Now what I am going to do, increasing the value of count by 1, and that so full color should be true. Now I just run the code.
What's your color? I wanna know, what's your color? I wanna know, what's your color? I wanna know, I wanna know, I wanna know, I wanna know. I could be red, or I could be yellow, I could be blue, or I could be purple, I could be green or pink or black or white. I could be every color you like.
As our Apple logo is showing some spaces, so we are going to write spacing equals 0, and you can see that the background color is black, and at that moment there is a color black also. So what we are going to do, we are just changing our background color. First of all, we are going to write spacer here so that it will take full vstack, and here also we are writing spacer, so it will take full height of our iPhone. If I just want the full width also, then I have to write at stack, and there is a property also spacer, so that it will take a full space of width also. Now I have to change the background color. The background color of vstack, I will write background and color dot secondary, and as you can see the iPhone has some notches, so I will write edges ignoring all from top and bottom. So our background color is changed now.
What's your color? I wanna know, what's your color? I wanna know, what's your color? I wanna know, I wanna know, I wanna know, I wanna know. I could be red, or I could be yellow, I could be blue, or I could be purple, I could be green or pink or black or white. I could be every color you like.
So now I have to change the text color also with the voice. I just write dot foreground color and the color should be color. And you can see the text have no spaces from leading and trailing, so I'm just writing dot padding. Now I run the program.
What's your color? I wanna know. What's your color? I wanna know. What's your color? I wanna know. I wanna know. I wanna know. I wanna know. I could be red, or I could be yellow, I could be blue, or I could be purple, I could be green or pink or black or white. I could be every color you like.
Now we have achieved all the things. We have learned how to play an audio in swiftui, the speech recognition, the timers. So please like, comment and subscribe and stay tuned. Thank you.